Hi everyone, I'm Matthew John and welcome to the Market Pulse. Well, if we have a quick look at the auction clearance rate on the weekend, sitting at 77%, that was compared to 76% from the week before. So still doing really well, especially if we compare it to this weekend last year, where it was actually sitting at 57%. So about 20% up from where we were this time last year. Really good to see the market performing well in the start of spring. We haven't seen the volume of stock come on the market yet, as we are expecting to hit in probably the next 2 to 4 weeks, especially after the grand final long weekend. But something interesting that we have noticed, especially in the Biggin and Scott Inner West team, our Yarraville office on the weekend had 7 properties that were scheduled to go to auction on Saturday. Now, out of those, 5 of the 7 actually sold before the auction. Now, that was some on the Wednesday, the Thursday, and even the Friday night. Our team member Frank had a sale for a property going to auction the following morning. So we did have 2 properties that did make it through to auction on Saturday, and they both sold. So it was a fantastic result to have 7 from 7, but very interesting to note that we are starting to see buyers that are coming in even the week leading up to an auction campaign or an auction from a property for sale, and still trying to put in an offer and secure that property without having to go through to auction. Now, this is probably just around the fact that there's a bit of concern for buyers that are going to auction and seeing 4 or 5 bidders, and obviously with quite a good auction clearance rate at the moment, it is a little bit stressful for people that they might have to pay more at auction with some competition from other buyers and what they might be able to secure it before the auction period. So very interesting to note that even up to the auction itself, you can put in an offer beforehand and potentially secure the property before the auction, even up to as late as the night before, or possibly even the morning of the auction. And one big thing that we have seen is the 16th of September, the new Statement of Information rules have come into play. So the Statement of Information is a document that's required for everyone selling a property, attached to every online listing and at every open home, which displays 3 comparable sales that state how basically the property is priced and why it's priced around that level. Up until now, you've been able to do any properties within that price range around the same sort of bedrooms and bathrooms. Now you have to be accurate with the land size, the property type. So if it's a townhouse, a unit, a house, whether it's brick or whether it's weatherboard, you have to be much more specific with your Statement of Information now. So that might be interesting in the coming weeks to see if that does affect some price guides for some properties, with agents now being told or being made sure that they're cautious of their quoting as we're getting into a bit more of a buoyant market. We are starting to see some properties that are selling very comfortably above the quoted range. So we'll keep an eye on that over the next few weeks. Look forward to seeing you next time on the Market Pulse.